Leute, Harry wieder am Start. So as you know, I really don't enjoy VGC Series 12 at the moment, but today I got really inspired, a feeling that I didn't have in a long time, to actually build a team, and this is the team right here, but I don't want to show it. I actually have a really great video on how I built it, so subscribe if you want to see this. But obviously right now I don't want to show it because I want to find out if the team is actually good, right? So then I can use it in like tournament or on the ladder, because like right now it's the 24th of February and I still haven't gotten into Master Ball tier because I haven't played, so definitely something to do, but I needed a good team and I still don't have a good team. But maybe now I do have a good team, right? But this is not what I want to talk about today. Today I actually want to talk about something that happened a long time ago, which is Jan discovering a really good anti-meta pick, right? And what am I talking about? Obviously, you already know from the thumbnail. It happened to like end of Series 11, where he used Barracuda. And to give you a bit of a backstory, like Jan and I wanted to build a team around Quillfish, right? But we actually didn't end up building the team because Quillfish is slower than Regieleki, right? But Barracuda is actually faster than Regieleki, right? So what this means is, if I actually find the team, here it is. So this is a Series 11 version, but I put Zacian over Urshifu because I wanted to test it for Series 12. So what you can do with Barracuda event is Dynamax it, go for max airstream, and that way you make your Kyogre faster than Regieleki. Oh yeah, I think he also does timid max speed, but I do like this EV spread for Barracuda because that way you live one Behemoth Blade, and also optimize for life up chip while not investing speed, which you don't need. Obviously you're still gonna die to Behemoth Blade after life up chip, but I mean, it's still a roll in that case, right? But yeah, so basically Barracuda really solid. You can also lead it against Tailwind teams in Max Airstream because like I said in one of my actually really old videos, or not really old actually, not at all old, just a month old, you can actually let me quickly go to it. You can what's it called? Oh yeah, if you max airstream your Kyogre and you have a choice scarf, right? So you get a 1.5 boost from. Oh, actually, I don't remember the exact math, but in my video I talk about it. So let's check it out.
Since my World to rank 69. I got this really cool team from Jan with Tri-Scarf, Kyogre, and Barracuda. He actually sent me some math to go with it. So let's quickly go over it, right? So one really fun thing you can do if your opponent goes for Tailwind, you can actually lead Kyogre Barracuda, because with Tailwind your opponent is gonna have, wait, my computer froze, okay. The opponent is gonna have like ×2 speed, right? But with Tri-Scarf and Speed Boost, your Kyogre will actually be like, if you go for like a max airstream, right? Because Barracuda is still gonna outspeed the opponents in Tailwind because you're Swift Swim. Your Kyogre is gonna get 1.5 times boost from Scarf and another 1.5 boost from Speed Boost, so you're gonna have a 2.25 boost instead of a 2 times boost from your opponent. So you can actually knock out outspeed Pokemon with a base 107 speed. And also more interesting math, Tri-Specs Calyrex at +2 is like a non-specs, like a Sash Calyrex for example, on +4, because you got ×2 boost from +2 and then a 1.5 boost, so you get a like ×3 boost, which is the same at +4, right?
Alright, so thanks again for Jan for sending me the math of the team, obviously. As you guys know, I'm not that big of a math person. I'm a big of a math person, but not math, but no, I'm kidding. So, yeah, those are basically the reasons why I should use Barracuda. And obviously, if you got the Serena for support, you can easily beat Rillaboom. I mean, Max Airstream has one shot Rillaboom anyways, right? But then you stop with priority. And then basically the rest of the team is designed to deal with everything that is not, well, the matter, right? So, yeah, I always thought Barracuda is really good. I even had a lot of my own versions. This is like the first of my versions. Unfortunately, we do not have Jan's early versions of the team because his showdown always leads his teams. And maybe because of like chance, or chance, chance, I don't know. But who knows, right? So this is also a version I made with Solgaleo and I also made also Kingslock Flinks Arena is so good, but different topic. And also I made one with Yveltal, but that was just way too weak to Urshifu. So I definitely always thought that Bioscooter is actually really good, right? Obviously, you know the reasons, right? But let's talk about actually, Jan was like really sad after Bioscooter won. And well, why is this? Well, because in Series 12 it is really difficult to come up with Pokemon that are reliable counters to the meta, because like I said, there is so much power creep and so much development going on in the meta that it's really difficult to find Pokemon that can fit the niches that you need them to fit, right? For example, if you want a Calyrex Zacian counter, you're pretty much forced to go Incineroar because it's the only one that can really take on both, right? But then Kyogre just holds you over, so then you also need Kyogre counters, but what do you do against Zacian Kyogre then? Well, your Incineroar is gonna be useless, so you need Gastrodon, right? But Gastrodon just gets killed by... Gastrodon became meta, right? So, I mean, this is what happens, right? You become meta and join the dark side like with Gastrodon, or what I think is gonna happen with Bioscooter, actually, that's my prediction. People are gonna prepare on how to beat Bioscooter, and then you won't be able to win with it anymore. And also, Bioscooter has a lot of a surprise factor, because obviously when you see an ugly fish like this, you're not gonna know what it does, right? Assuming your Salty Sweater is like 99.999% of high-level people on Showdown, I don't think a lot of them know what Bioscooter does outside of water moves and Swift Swim, right? So, those are probably some really big points that make Bioscooter a really good surprise factor. Right. So, first of all, we're gonna expect a Scarf Ogre, and also now we know the game plans, right? Like, I might be honest, I have not watched a single video about Bioscooter, because I already know all this shit. I know how to use it, I know what it loses to, I know what it doesn't lose to, right? But, obviously, like, yeah, I just don't care. I know how to, like, oh wait, my clock. I know how to use it, I know how to beat it as well, right? I mean, I guess I don't know how to beat it. How do I beat it actually? Well, there are a lot of ways, like Trick-Room, bulky Pokemon like Palkia, Dialga, and just stuff like this, right? But I mean, I don't... this is the thing, right? Even if you find something that's really anti-meta, the meta is just gonna prepare for it, right? If you look, for example, at my Crazy Carly team, right? Obviously, extremely good team, right? I think this is another earlier version, yeah. Where's the final one? Here. So, the reason why this team was really good, right? Because they had a lot of surprise factors, like after you Aromatisse, my golf girlfriend, and obviously the Choice Specs and Calyrex, as well as a lot of other surprises, right? But if people know that the surprises are coming, you can still win, right? This is not best of one cheese. Like, you can figure out a way to beat, like I said this before in another video, but just for the people that didn't watch my older videos. Like, the team with Evan Zhang got to rank 2, rank 3 in the world, right? But they tried to get to rank 1, right? The one with, like, Santa Scorch, Articala, Articuno, Grimmsnarl, Zacian, right? With this team right here, I figured out how to always beat it no matter what the opponent does, right? So, obviously, it's not best of one cheese, right? And why is this? Because there are a lot of surprises, right? But what makes these surprises actually not best of one cheese is it's not something that surprises you in battling, but something that surprises you in the team building process, right? Because Pokemon is not only about the battling, it's also about the team building, or I guess team choosing for most salty sweaters, right? But so the thing about team building is you're not gonna prepare for a modest Choice Specs Calyrex. You're not gonna prepare for a Pokemon with 29 speed and an Iron Ball to after you its partners, right? You're not gonna prepare for this in team building. So after you locked in your team, let's say for a tournament or let's say for regionals, I guess, then these surprises will always beat your opponents, right? Because they literally can't do anything in order to change this, right? On Showdown, I had so many people that changed their team, right? I had this guy, I beat him like 5 times, and then all of a sudden he pulled in like Grimmsnarl, Focus Sash, Spectrier, and I think Regieleki as well, which obviously made the matchup extremely difficult, right? So he beat me like 5 times and went right. So this is exactly what's going to happen every time you build something anti-meta and it becomes known, right? Like Crazy Color team, like I said in Series 11, like everyone knew this team, right? So the few surprises that you have, like with Bauer Scooter as well, right? I really want to shout out Jan because I know he's not getting a lot of love, even though he pretty much came up with the Bauer Scooter idea himself, right? And like, let's say, like 19.99.9999999% chance, the guy who like won the international challenge does not know about Jan, right? And does not know about his Bauer Scooter. Like, best case scenario, he lost to Jan on the ladder, or I guess even any Bauer Scooter, right? And then thought, oh, that's actually pretty good as tested out, and then it actually was really good, right? Maybe this was the case, right? Who knows, right? Obviously, we don't know, and even if there's absolutely no connection at all, which would be insane in my personal opinion, even if there was no connection at all, dude, Jan came up with a strategy which won the fucking sweatiest tournament since the last World Championships. Like, isn't that fucking insane? I think that is awesome, right? That's probably better than all of my team building ideas combined. No, not combined, but I mean, if you combine all of them, they become trash. Trust me, I tried it, but I mean, dude, that is just some insane shit, right? And just goes to show, even if a person isn't consistently like high up on the ladder or like hasn't hit rank 1 or something, right? It still means you have to respect your opponent's people. You have to respect the people you're fighting, because trust me, even if you disrespect your opponents, you're gonna get your ass whooped. Let me tell you that. I can tell you that from experience, and it really does hurt, especially to your opponents if you think you're bad. But it feels even better if you beat them then. But no, it actually still feels bad. It feels bad if they think you're bad. But I'm sorry. So yeah, this is basically why you should not use anti-meta. I'm still gonna do it, obviously, but this is why you shouldn't use anti-meta, even if you successfully come up with an insanely good idea, execute it perfectly, completely mess people up. It's still not, what's the English name actually? It's nicht nachhaltig. It's not reliable. I guess renewable would be the translation of nachhaltig, but you can't really use it in that context. So it's not gonna last for long, right? The consistency, right? Because, well, people are just gonna prepare in team building, or it's gonna become meta, so then people also will prepare in team building, right? So the best way to approach anti-meta is to not show it at all and not use it at all until you like win something, right? Like World Championships, for example, right? If I were to build an anti-meta team, I would not even be able to use it on Showdown, because let's say I get to top 10 on Showdown, everyone is gonna know the team of the Showdown sweaters, and that's gonna mean I'm gonna have a tough time at Worlds, right? So basically, this is why you should not use anti-meta. It really hurts me to say this, but anti-meta is just bad. But this is why I play VGC. I do enjoy the challenge. It is what makes VGC fun for me. And, well, even if a challenge is way too difficult, if not even, it's not even worth it to try to build anti-meta in VGC Series 12. For the most part, right? For the most part. And this is, yeah, this is a good thing, right? So let's end the video on this. Hope you enjoyed. Haut rein, leave a like and stuff. Ciao.